Welcome back to a special episode. I guess it's a collab episode. Hoop historians, TwoKnowItAll's. The other guys will be joining when they join, but I'm Diddy Knows Ball. I'm here with Ray, and today we'll be talking about Team USA, and then we'll go, what I'm saying, talk a little Kobe. But we just go talk some basketball talk, man. What was up with the Lonzo Ball and Stephen A. You was talking about?
Man, the fact that dude had to make a video about whether he could sit down or not, I was just like, Lonzo didn't even have to respond back. Like, we already know you're not playing this upcoming year, so you showing us this. What does that prove? Like, you already been listed out for the whole upcoming season. I don't know, man. It was useless.
What did Stephen A. say?
I didn't watch what Stephen A. said, but basically Stephen A. was saying like, Lonzo had, I guess Lonzo injuries was so bad, like he couldn't like, he needed help sitting down, I guess, and needed help getting up. So then that's why he posted that video of him like with one leg showing like doing a workout where he was standing up, sitting down, whatever. I mean, that was the whole point behind that, I guess. But I'm like, let Stephen A. talk. Stephen A. That's what he does. He get paid to do that.
Yeah.
But he took
but
the
everybody
bait.
talk.
And we seen Lonzo out there sweating. That boy was sitting down, legs was shaking. I said,
man, my thing is, man, these players be too sensitive, bro. I give my whole thing, right? I could just be me, but it's the internet, it's the TV. God damn, why you paying that shit so much attention, man?
That's
the average
thing,
fan.
though, like, if this came out in the 80s, we would have seen more drama queens in the 80s. It just so happened we didn't have the internet like that. We didn't have it yet. We didn't have social media. But if you really want to do some deep research, go find some of them newspapers, them old newspapers when what's it called? When NBA players or any sport, people was running off at the mouth. So it was just a different type of media back then. You got to actually go back or even some post-game interviews.
Yeah.
So the stuff been around. It's just now it's quicker access to it. And a whole bunch of every outlet is constantly pushing it down our feed. So we'd be like, man, why he keep talking? He only talked to one person. But all those different medias took that one video and put it on their account. So now it's like they've been talking too much, but really it's just the same video. People just took it into their account and posted it under a different account. So that's really all it is. It ain't no different than media in the 80s, like I was saying. You only can watch it on TV one time. Like you can only read it in the newspaper one time. So it was like, oh, this person not really talking. Or if you do catch him talking, you're like, oh, well, he said what he said, and that was that. I'm like, people do that now, but people keep talking about it after the person says what they said.
I'm trying to find the video where he said, but I can't find it.
When Stephen A. said something?
Yeah. But I'm saying, shit, if I didn't even hear about him saying Lonzo Ball couldn't sit down, and Lonzo didn't even respond and make a video with him doing all that, the video was kind of goofy to me. Him going up and down in the chair.
I really liked you, Stephen. I'm like, bro, I ain't never heard you scream before. Why are you yelling in this video?
Bro, he sounds just like Trae Young. I'm
gonna send you that mug. Let me see this up.
But he had an interview with Trae Young. He sounds just like Trae Young. I didn't know Lonzo's voice was that. I don't know. I ain't used to hearing Lonzo talk, and it's something weird to talk about. You found it?
I don't know if this is responding to the video. Oh yeah, this is. I think this is responding to the video.
Not Stephen A's response. I want to hear the original Stephen A. talking about he couldn't sit down.
He's on Paul George, I think, podcast when he brought it up. Let me see. Let me see that.
That boy Lonzo really need to. I don't know, bro. Take your time and come back, bro. Bulls need that nigga though, Ray. Bulls need that nigga. How do you feel about? You found it.
Yep.
Don't send that mud to me so we can play it. I'm gonna play it live on here because I ain't seen it.
Do it live.
Because I heard he was talking shit, but I was like, I mean, it's. I mean, come on, Lonzo. It's Stephen A. Smith, man.
No, it's the way he said this though. It's like, bro, you act like you got personal intel on this. Why you saying that so confidently?
Wrong.
Like he spoke to his dad about it.
He has had. I don't think he'll.
Let me see. Let me see what's going on with it. Okay, I got it. Now let me just share my screen and let's see what's going on.
He has had. I don't think he'll ever be the same. Based off of what we're seeing and hearing and reading about, I've heard that it's even hard for him to get up from the sitting position. You can't. Those are doctors. Something went wrong in terms of these.
Lonzo Ball to me.
I don't think he'll ever be the same. Based off of what we're seeing and hearing and reading about, I've heard that it's even hard for him to get up from the sitting position. You can't play.
Like, who you hear that from?
60, 70 games.
How you saying that confident? Like you talk to his dad or his agent or something.
Those are doctors. Something went wrong.
He bro. Stephen A. did this with that time with KD, and KD had to come out and say, "Bro, we ain't never talked before." Stephen A. Every time somebody call him out, notice he don't never respond back. If it's really like he lying, he responded back to Lonzo. I'm gonna send you the video. He responded back to me.
But my thing is, I want to know who he heard that shit from, or did he really just pull that shit out his ass?
Hold on, he said he know the doctors that operated on him. I'm about to
say that's what he said.
Video. He said on his podcast. You know he got his own little podcast, whatever.
I know he got okay.
He said he know the actual doctors. If I said it, it's because someone close to you told me. But we don't. Hey, we have caught Stephen A. in some lies before. Like I said with KD had to set him straight. Like, bro, we ain't never had no phone conversation. You don't even have my number.
Bro, I ain't know, bro. Why he tweaking with Lonzo, bro? Why would he even? What?
Go off camera. If I didn't want to go off camera because of the lighting in my studio here, do y'all know I can get up and sit down, and get up and sit down, and get up and sit down all night long? Does that mean that I can run the hell up and down the damn court 94 feet for 30, 35 minutes a night?
Oh, he doubling
Sitting
down.
poolside on a bench, getting up on one knee. You think that shows that you're healthy?
But he just said, but last bit, I'm going to finish. I'm going to let him finish.
Would you like me to tell where you had surgery and exactly what date you had surgery on? Would you like me to get the names of the doctors? I do have them. I know the actual doctors that operated on you. The actual location. Of course, I wouldn't do something like that, bro. I would never do something like that. That's none of my business. That's none of anybody's business. I'm just making the point. Come on, bro. By the way,
it is screaming. Hey,
the Bulls officially announced
hilarious
that you would be out for an period of time. And speculation is that you were going to miss the whole season. And even though you're coming back, at the very least, it isn't expected that you'll be available to play until January of 2024. So you missed 42 games 2 seasons ago. You missed the entire season last season. You're scheduled to miss this season up until January. Upcoming. And you going to sit poolside and ask why I'm yapping and who are my sources just because you bouncing up and down on one knee? Really? Really? I'm going to be nice because I got love for you, bro. And I want you to get back healthy. But it's not a crime to say that people have been concerned about your knees. You know I don't make it up. If I said it, somebody close to you told me. Maybe they're wrong. But that's the concern about you. That's the reality.
My nigga doubled down, right?
But no, now he trying to.
What up,
he trying to
Land?
add
He say
in.
screaming A. He really got people saying PJ Tucker of the world. He messing with Lonzo money. Go ahead, Ray.
Originally, that's all he said was though. He was like, "I've heard that he can't. It's hard for him to get up from the sitting position." That's what he responded to. Now you trying to bring up? Can you run up and down the court for 30, 35 minutes? You didn't say that originally. He responded to what you said.
But I mean,
and he's talking about, I got lucky, but you just made a whole video segment still chastising him. Like, don't give me none of that, man. You could have called me on my phone after I responded back to you. Stephen A. old enough to be Lonzo daddy, man. Come on, man. You going back and forth. Somebody old enough, like young enough to be your son. I ain't trying to hear it, Stephen A.
So you think Stephen A. was wrong?
If he was really concerned, he would have. Man, come on, man.
He's a reporter, though, bro. You think he ain't finna report?
When you sit up in a video and say the only reason why I'm not going off on you, like going real bad on you because I got love for you, then that's disingenuous. Everything you just said is disingenuous because he's a reporter. He don't really mean what he's saying then.
I mean, man, but we all kind of know Lonzo knees is fucked off. We've been hearing about this for a long time. We've been hearing about this for months. He haven't played, right?
Let the reporters that don't have a real relationship or a care in the world for Lonzo personally then. Don't let that come out of your mouth.
See, y'all be getting too sensitive, man.
Man, all I know is Stephen A.
Say that's some. He said that's some baby mama energy.
Stephen A. wasn't always like this with so-called people that he was cool with. When Kobe was going through what he was going through with, he wasn't talking down on him. That's all I'm saying. Stephen A. became this in the new era. He wasn't always like this. And he used to have his own show back then, so I ain't trying to hear none of that.
But I'm saying, what, in your opinion, what you think Stephen A. did wrong?
He should have never. First of all, soon when you got
he ain't say nothing. He ain't say nothing we didn't already know. He probably could have just shut his ass up and didn't say nothing. But
still, though, soon when you got that information, you should have went to Lonzo personally. And if you did have to go on air and say it, you should have talked to him personally and said, I'm going to have to bring this up. You know, these are questions people wanting to know. But when you just go, soon when you get the information, you go straight, I'm going straight to the public about this. Nah, you don't do this to somebody you got love for.
Let us know in the comments. Is Stephen A. wrong? We know Land think that nigga wrong. That nigga said that's baby mama energy. But man, them niggas ain't friends, bro. And they got a job. He supposed to be breaking his news. Everybody on ESPN getting their ass fired. My nigga Stephen A. just trying to be company, man. I ain't saying it's right, but I don't, hey, no harm, no foul. I don't think that shit, it wasn't like he broke no news about Lonzo. Like, we ain't seen, when the last time we seen Lonzo hoop? We ain't seen a nigga in 2 years. So he's finna miss a whole nother season. Stephen A. What Stephen A. could say about that? That shit ain't messing up no money. Shit, in my opinion, his knees is messing up his money. Shit. I get what y'all saying. It's just like, it's a little gossipy, but he's a journalist. That nigga breaking, he said what he said, not true. Oh, yeah, about the church shit, him being able to see that. That was a little bit much, huh? But
I'm finna say, and if you do report on something that the public don't know, make sure that's why I said fact check.
He just doing his job, man. What's up with it, Vic? But man, Shit, I mean, man, I don't know, bro. Cause
He been in the game too long, DJ. He making rookie mistakes out here. I ain't trying to hear none of that. You going straight to the public soon you get some news? That's rookie mistakes. He ain't no rookie. He been in the game as long as he been alive.
man, y'all know damn well he ain't finna call no Lonzo. Y'all ain't making no other journalists do that shit. Y'all don't. Hey, say, bro. I get what y'all saying on this one. On this one particular one.
Stephen A is above those other journalists.
Nah,
you may not even hear from those other journalists.
Nah, but listen, because I feel what y'all saying. He shouldn't have said shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he can actually sit up and sit down and all that other shit. But bro, we know Lonzo needs bad. We know them hoes fucked up. No harm, no foul on them. But
he just actually confirmed what we
would y'all have did this if that nigga what's that nigga with them big ass glasses? Adrian Wojnarowski. If that nigga would have did that shit, y'all would have did the same thing. He should have called Lonzo. Y'all never tell that nigga to call Lonzo.
Man, we know that dude ain't got no relationship with none of them players.
No.
Stephen A went out of his way to Did Stephen A not go out of his way to say, man, I got love for you, bro? Did he not go out of his way to say that?
That ain't gonna keep him from breaking no story if he feel like it was the
fact that they going back and forth. How you going back and forth on a public forum for everybody to see, and you so-called got love for this dude?
And he say, "Whoa's not gonna lie," like screaming, "Hey."
That's
Stephen A got a bad track record because didn't he turn on Melo and AI too though? I know he did some bullshit with them, but I don't know, bro.
Shoot, Stephen A talked about even when Kobe had to call him and check him. Talking about next time you got my number, pick up the phone.
Man. Next time,
but you want to know how I know that's true that Kobe did that? Because Charles Barkley got the same story.
But didn't Woj say some bullshit about Damian Lillard? Motherfucker ain't talking about that nigga. And nobody start getting on his ass like they get on Stephen A's ass. He said that let me look it up real quick.
I want to say we ain't hear about that.
Exactly. That's my whole point. We'll get on Stephen A ass about any and everything.
Stephen A gonna be front and center when he say something. That's how Stephen A always wanted to be. Stephen A want to be the first one. Man, look at me, man. Look at me, man. I'm front and center, y'all. Stephen A coming through the door. That's how he always wanted to be.
So, all right. As long as next time, okay, I'm gonna remember this, y'all. Lamb, Ray. Next time that nigga Shams, whatever that little Indian dude, no offense, but Shams, whatever he is, I think he Indian. Adrian Wojnarowski, all the other motherfuckers that's not black. Once they say something, I want the same energy. Because when they say some bullshit, because they be the main ones breaking shit. I see Shams and the Woes nigga more than I see Stephen A breaking shit. And they be wrong. Or they go out their way to say some bullshit about a nigga.
Most time you hear them breaking news, they talking about free agencies, trades, and all that stuff. They rarely come out and say some stuff like how Stephen A just said about Lonzo.
It be the delivery, but they still be doing the same shit, man. Anything else been going on? Hey, so what's our update on Harden, man? How you feeling about them finding his ass?
I mean, come on, man. You can't go out there and just be talking off like that. And I think that's I'm not surprised by it. We know what he did in Houston. When he purposely picked up weight, wasn't ready for training camp, wasn't ready for the season. You wasting people's time, man. You supposed to be a professional athlete. You're not acting professional at all. And you're not acting like an athlete. Now, when you are throwing all these subliminals around, man, tell us why you talk. What is he lying about? Because for one, all we know, you could be lying. Like, come on, man, you can't be crying wolf. Because when something like it could be a situation, he crying wolf. It could be a situation now where he really is telling the truth. But you done cried wolf too many times. We don't believe you. So I ain't
Man.
I ain't trying to hear nothing. I don't feel no sympathy towards James Harden's situation. I don't.
I say I'm right there with you. This my thing. Hey, boy, going in on Stephen A. boy. But this my thing with James Harden, bro. You're not a winner, first of all. So I don't know why you trying to do underhand deals on some handshake deals like you finna deliver, because you didn't deliver, bro. I could say James Harden, man, I want some money back. Because your ass sold, Joel Embiid sold. Don't take no pay cut and lose in the second round and think I'm supposed to do something special for your ass. I'm going to treat you like, and then I just don't know what's up with James Harden, bro. He weird, bro. Daryl Morey probably is a hoe ass nigga, but we know what James Harden is. James Harden unreliable. That boy, he ate his way out of Houston, as they say. He wound his way out of Brooklyn. Like, I don't know. I don't feel bad for James Harden either, bro. And then he doesn't perform. Right? I was looking at that nigga resume. If James Harden would have had 1 or 2 good playoff runs, one championship, he'd be the 3rd greatest shooting guard of all time, man. Without a shadow of a doubt. If he had more playoff success. Without a shadow of a doubt. He got 2.
I still want to put him over D Wade.
No, I'm saying if he actually won.
That's what
if
I'm
he
saying.
Actually,
D Wade won what? Come on, man.
No. James Harden got scoring titles. James Harden got an MVP. James Harden got assist champs. Like, nah, bro. You must ain't looked at his resume in a minute.
I don't care what his resume say. I know he got the MVP. I know all that.
It's because you doing that because he didn't have the playoff success. I'm just saying if he did.
I'm saying I'm factoring in if he did have. You said if he had 1 or 2 good playoff runs.
They resulted in a championship. If he had 1 championship, he would be over Dwayne Wade.
D-Wade had a playoff run with a team and at his age that we've never seen before or after him.
Man, if Harden had a 1-1 in Houston, boy, they would be saying he's better than Dwayne Wade, man.
Man, I remember they trying to put him over Kobe. And he had nothing yet. So what they got? No. Oh, you forgot about that one, huh? You forgot when they tried to put him over. You forgot when they tried to put him over Kobe, and he ain't did nothing.
That's because they was trying to project if he was actually doing what he was doing in the regular season.
He hadn't hit anything yet. Man, no. Boy,
we've never been over Kobe. I'm just saying.
We just started doing that the last 10 years. All that projecting stuff. No, show me. I'm not about to make no fake trajectory of what your career could be. The world.
I mean, we gotta feel.
Man, that's my imagination. Man, that ain't really gonna happen.
We gotta feel these hours, bro. But it's like, look at Lane. He said Harden with 1 Finals MVP is over D Wade pretty easily, bro.
If you say so, I'm still taking D Wade any day of the week.
You only saying that because you know D Wade.
D Wade played both sides of the ball consistently. That's why I'm saying that. D Wade showed you, even though he don't have an MVP, he had multiple MVP-like seasons. Like, y'all get so caught up in that who won the MVP when y'all forget that people done got cheated out of MVPs. Like, I don't understand. Like, bro, Harden is nowhere near
James Harden had better regular seasons than
D-Wade's peak and prime, even though we got shorted, I'm still taking it over Harden. Because guess what? His playoffs performances.
You only saying that because we know Harden ain't a winner. That's what I'm telling you. Let's say
he get past Golden State that 1 year. That playoff run still would not measure up to any good playoff run we've seen from D Wade.
You're lying.
That playoff run was inconsistent from James Harden. What are you talking about? Even if he would have won that year, it was inconsistent.
Right,
he never had a consistent playoff run.
You lying, bro.
He would
never have. James Harden would have won a championship in Houston, he'd be better than Dwayne Wade. No ifs, ands, no or buts.
Even if he won a championship, it still would be inconsistent. We would be questioning that. Chris Paul would have messed around and got a Finals MVP win when they played together.
Man, it's a what if, so it really don't matter. But I'm saying I wouldn't say, man, it'd be hard to argue for Dwayne Wade if James Harden would have won one in Houston and got a Finals MVP. That's because you. That's you. That's you.
Bro, y'all be so caught up in what y'all seeing right now. Y'all be forgetting what y'all have seen all together. I think that's what it is. Like if Kobe and D Wade, if AI, T-Mac, all them was playing in this era, we would talk about them differently. Like we be saying stuff like, "Oh, we know what? Yeah, they was good. Or they was great. Yeah, man. But this person right here, man, that's because you ain't watching them no more. You watching what you watching now. So it's easier to say what this person is doing now versus what you seen 10 plus years ago. That's all I'm saying. Like D Wade was that guy from day one.
Like, but okay, I'm not a bro.
That's another reason I can't
James,
put. How I'm gonna put James Harden over D Wade? D Wade was the man his first like 7-8 years.
Right now, this dude. Let me go over James Harden resume real quick. 10 All-Stars, 3 scoring titles,
I don't know.
7 All-NBAs, 2
I know
scoring, 2 assist champs. Bro, he's an MVP. Come on, man. I don't even like James Harden. But if he had one championship, and if that nigga would have won one Finals MVP and one Finals, he'll be better than Dwayne Wade. Like, even if we don't like it, that's how history would have remembered him, bro.
I don't care what history would have said. I'm saying what I would have said. You choosing history over your own thoughts.
If he would have won, I wouldn't have nothing to say. I wouldn't be mad at it. Even if I would like Dwayne Wade, I wouldn't be mad at it. Your personal list.
All he need was one championship to be put. Okay, that's what we doing. Okay.
Yes, one championship in Houston. Yes. With all those, bro, yes. With all those scoring titles, those assist champs, yes. The MVP, yes. He would have the third best resume of any shooting guard ever. Easily.
Name me any position where a top 3 position player at their position only has one championship.
That's real hard. That's a good one.
That's how you know. That's how great D Wade was. He don't have no MVP, but it's undoubtedly we know what he was on that court. We know he could. We know he should have at least one MVP. Let's just get that out the way.
A lot of the shooting guards was losers. A lot of the great shooting guards lost a lot. I'm just saying.
Well, you can lump James Harden in there too, then.
Yes, yeah. Right now, Dwayne Wade is better than James Harden, but I'm saying how much one championship was swayed.
You got a stronger argument with Clyde than what's it called?
Man, stop this shit, bro.
If Clyde had an MVP,
you was ridiculous, bro.
If Clyde had an MVP,
now you giving Clyde an MVP. Why the hell he get an MVP?
The same way how you just don't give Harden a ring. You got to earn it, don't you? You just gonna give him one. Why can't I just give Clyde an MVP?
Give Clyde an MVP, and he still ain't sniffing James Harden, bro.
Well, we put him ahead of. He got the 2. He got the 2 without. Man, come on, get out of here, DJ. We got the 2 rings at the number 1 guy, and he got an MVP too.
You said 2, so now you give him 2 rings and an MVP.
He went to 2. No, I'm saying he went to 2 finals. But what's called as the number 1 guy. That's a fact.
Okay.
His third finals was with Hakeem. Don't forget that.
Man.
He went to 2.
And that's when you activate your eye test and you'll see Clyde Drexler ain't no damn James Harden.
Man, I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Like you said earlier, Clyde Drexler didn't play that great of a defense either. And James Harden is way better offensively than that nigga. Way better passer. Way better scorer. Stop it.
See, there you go. Just because you're more skilled does not mean you know how to get it done. You can take all that skill stuff, but if I know how to win, give me that player all day long. All that dipsy doodle stuff, but it ain't contribute to winning. I don't want you. I don't want you nowhere near my team. Stay over there, please.
You say what you want, man, but I would never put no Clyde Drexler over no James Harden. Even with, bro, hell no. You sleep. I guess though.
Who did more as the number 1 option? Obviously, Clyde did, because, they was in the finals 2 times. So, they got to account for something.
You say what you want. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You can do it all you want. You do whatever you want. The name of the game is to win. Free country.
We forget that the name of the game at the end of the day is to win.
Bro,
all that who's a better pass, all that stuff. If that ain't contributing to winning, I don't care about you being better at that stuff than somebody else, because you're not winning. So what does that even mean?
All hell.
How?
There ain't no way you taking Clyde Drexler over James Harden, bro.
If he had an MVP, yes, I would. In a heartbeat.
Well, you can. I ain't tripping.
You want to talk about MVPs and scoring champs and all NBAs? Why ain't Bob McAdoo more respected then? He got 3 scoring champs and he got an MVP and he got a championship. Why he ain't respected more?
Man.
Oh, okay. Now we want to pick and choose people, but let's do it for everybody then. He evolutionized the game as a big man. He was the first legit shooting big, off the dribble, fades, post game, all that stuff. He started that.
I mean, you can give him more love if you want to. I ain't got no beef with Bob McAdoo, bro.
That's what I was saying, Lane. He went to 2 as number 1 option. He went to his 3rd one, and when he finally won as the 2nd option.
But he only been at the first round one time before he went to LA. So
you talking about? Look at the team he was on. He was on the Clippers.
Okay, now we can.
Everybody know the Clippers was man. DJ, come on now. You think they just started joking about the Clippers and when we was around? They was doing that back in the day. That's where they got the nickname from. Or the running joke from. I mean.
You talking like that's my fault? I didn't do nothing.
That ain't nobody's fault. I'm just saying the fact that he won an MVP on a trash team. He won 3 scoring titles on a trash team. That should mean something.
The scoring
title. Who won an MVP on a trash team? Who you know somebody who won an MVP on a trash team? Please, just name them up, please.
I could make an argument that you shouldn't win an MVP on a trash team.
But that's how good. I'm saying that's how good he was.
Man, just voting was weird back then. They wouldn't do that shit today, no matter how much a nigga kill him.
How you gonna say voting is weird after the last season we just seen? Who won MVP? Come on, man.
And what seed was they? What, bro? You act like they wasn't a top 3 seed.
Who was?
I'm not a Joel Embiid fan, but they was a top 3 seed.
You didn't even agree with. Man, I ain't trying to hear none of that.
I didn't agree with it, but I'm not gonna act like his team wasn't trash like Bob McAdoo's, nigga. You just said
everybody called it a pity MVP. You
nigga wasn't surprised. Everybody knew that nigga was finna get that, bro. You be capping, bro.
We knew that because
we all said we seen Joel Embiid getting MVP coming, bro. No, if you comparing it to Bob McAdoo, whose team was sorry compared to a top 3 seed.
If you gonna tell the truth, you better tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Don't say we knew he was gonna get that. Finish the sentence. We knew he was gonna get that because they didn't want Jokic and Giannis to pass him up that bad and get their 3rd, and he still got 0.
Don't act like he didn't get a scoring title too.
I ain't, man.
Scoring title on a good team, that means way more than a scoring title and MVP on a bad.
They didn't get past the 2nd round.
Okay. And what round did Bob McAdoo go out first? So what?
He got a championship. He eventually got a championship, right?
Was he the main guy?
Oh, okay. Now we're doing that.
You talking about him getting a championship? He averaging 17 points. In his other championship, he was getting 11 points, man. Stop with the goddamn Bob McAdoo shit, man. Like, that shit cute that you know who Bob McAdoo is.
You know what team he was on when he was averaging that 17?
Lakers.
Oh, okay. Remember that. So the fact he getting 17 on that team and they had a whole bunch of scorers, that means he was a big part, was he?
Say, bro. Okay. But you act, come on, man. We not finna get, bro. We don't give that much credit to the 3rd, 4th options. Like, and then especially when you was a number 1 option and at an MVP level. I'm not gonna give you that championship bump that I would give a number 1 option. You know that. You know that. You trying to rig the system, man. You know what's up.
That boy almost played the whole game in his MVP season.
Bro, you be being fake, bro. No, come on, man.
He played 43 minutes. That means something.
And what power?
He didn't miss not one game.
So where do you rank Bob McAdoo, Ray?
I'm saying, is he
okay,
underrated?
Exactly.
I'm saying, is he underrated? Is he underrated?
Yes, he's underrated. But whoop-de-damn do. Like, where would you rate him?
That boy was averaging almost 35 points and 14 rebounds, over 2 blocks a game in his MVP season. Man, me honestly, I think he'll bucket on anybody. You put anybody on him, he getting his, regardless.
I feel you. I really do. I'm not disagreeing. But we're not finna act like Bob McAdoo a top 5 power forward.
He'll bust every top 5 power forward ass. Guarantee that.
But is he a top 5 power forward?
I said what I said.
Oh, okay. See, yeah,
He
you
may,
ain't answer my
he
question.
not gonna be. He not viewed as a top 5 power forward or center. He played most of his career. Well, he played mixed. He played both positions, but he played more center. He not a top 5 anything.
Then relax on the bot. Oh, you.
No, because you brought up what's it called? Harden and stuff talking about if he won this. I'm like, well, shouldn't we look at these other players differently?
Where's Harden amongst his position? All time. People have him as high as what? You said what?
Borderline top 5 because
every year, is Bob Mcadoo borderline top 5 at any big man position?
No, not by consensus.
Cooked. I just cooked you. Don't act like you act like James Harden is a scrub. He just sucked in fucking playoffs and he ain't lived up to it in the playoffs. But we not finna discredit his career, bro. This dude got assist champs, scoring titles, MVP, nigga, 10-time All-Star. Bro, come on, man. All NBA. Come on, man. We not finna do that, bro. We not finna act like he didn't average 30s, 35, 36. We not finna do that, bro. Like, I don't like Harden either. I don't like Harden either. But if he had a ring in a finals MVP, he'll be undoubtedly better than Dwayne Wade. You even bringing up Clyde Drexler is absolutely disrespectful, bro. No offense.
How's that disrespectful? At one point, he was looked at as the second best shooting guard we ever seen. So how's that disrespectful?
Man, fucking going up against Rex Chapman and them dudes, man.
So that means you also shaming MJ. You can't just shame one person who played in that era and not shame the other.
Oh, but MJ dominated. Clyde didn't win. That's the difference.
Clyde did win.
As the second option.
Bro, we got... Only in today's era do we actually hate on a second option. When did that become a thing?
I'm not hating. Oh my god, bro!
I'm saying I done found myself
winning as a first option means more. Winning as a first option means more. Winning as a second option.
DJ, no, hold on a second. I'm taking you back. I'm taking you down memory lane right now. When we was kids, did we ever even talk about who was the first option, second option? We just talked basketball. We just say this dude is nice. This dude is cold. This dude doing this. We never said, man, this dude a fourth option on his team. We never said that.
Yes, we did, bro. If you was the best player on the championship team, we looked at you different than the second best player on the championship team.
We did not do that.
Yes, we did.
I promise we didn't.
I swear we did, bro.
Because I hate.
So what second options we talk about? What second options we talking about on championship team?
Kobe.
That we just. That's Kobe different, bro, because we knew he was a number one. He was a number one, though.
Let me finish what I'm saying. We know Kobe and Shaq was 1A, 1B. Shaq was 1A, Kobe was 1B. But Kobe knew when finals came around, he had to hold back just a little bit because Shaq had the obvious mismatch every time. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, this is what I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying, Lan. Back then, we didn't talk like how we talk now. DJ trying to act like we always talk like this. We did not talk basketball like this.
No. Okay, so when we talk about the best, this is what I'm saying. When we talk about the best players of all time,
DJ, name your time back then when we looked at a player and said, "Man, this dude can be the best player on the championship team." We never said stuff like that. Back then, we didn't care players. Let's just be real. We didn't care if T-Mac won a championship. We used to always just say T-Mac cold, man. People wearing T-Mac jerseys.
Bro, that's bullshit.
He not winning no playoffs. We still T-Mac wasn't winning no playoff games. We still trying to wear his jersey number. You acting like I'm lying.
Bro, that's fake as hell, bro. When T-Mac
I'm lying. Everybody wants to wear what jersey number?
Ray, he was popular. But we not finna act like when that nigga was in Houston, we wasn't saying, man, this nigga need to win a championship. But he get up first.
I never said that as a kid. Round. I never said that. I didn't say that till after his career was over. I'm like, dang, he never won a championship.
See, I'm more with you on that, Land. We understood situations. We still understand situations to this day. I was defending Jokic from you niggas. Jokic didn't have his team, and y'all was, he still got to get out the first round. He still got to do this. He still got to do this. I'm like, bro, he don't have his team. But when you bring up Tracy McGrady and all that shit, now they get all the excuses. But you don't have that same energy for the niggas today. You don't give them no credit. You don't give them no situational awareness.
It's not my fault.
So why you
era of basketball? It's not my fault. T-Mac missed out on a weird era of basketball. I'm just
full of shit, man. You full of shit, man.
We go back and say that stuff now.
You defend a nigga
from in real time. You was out there trying to wear number 1, number 3, number 8. That's it. We didn't care about who had the most championships.
In 6th grade.
Huh?
I wore number 1 for T-Mac in 6th grade.
Exactly. And guess what? He ain't had no championships.
And do we talk about T-Mac today? The only people that talk about T-Mac was the people that seen T-Mac. The only people that talk about the dudes who didn't win is the dudes that you see, or the people of the era, man.
And guess
what?
The
only people.
And guess what? Guess what? I love that. Because guess what?
Okay, that's you.
They can't tarnish his career if they didn't.
History
if they don't
is
care
bigger
about him.
than just you, man.
Sometimes I wish that's how basketball was. If you didn't see him, you cannot speak on him. Because you can't tarnish their career. You didn't see them. So don't waste your time speaking on them. I don't care how much you go back and try to watch highlights. I don't care how much you go back and try to watch research their stats. It feels different when you see them live. You can't speak on that.
So, me saying it don't matter what Clyde Drexler do, he ain't better than James Harden. That's crazy talk. Like, you get to the point where you value older dudes. You give older dudes a bump just because they older, bro.
This the problem I have. You want us to just accept James Harden being better than D Wade if you add stuff to his resume, but if you add stuff to other people's resume, you can't accept them being better than somebody else.
So what you adding to Clyde Drexler resume to make him better than James Harden? I'm just adding a Finals MVP and a championship to James Harden resume. What you adding to Clyde Drexler's?
Well, matter of fact, you ain't gotta. You can keep that. That what's it called? The MVP. Let's say he got those 2 first finals. What's it called? And since he was the number 1 guy, obviously in the best player on his team, you can automatically just put 2 finals MVPs. We look at Clyde way different, especially because one of them would have been over Jordan. So we would look at Clyde way differently. That's just a fact.
Man, you out your damn head, but I guess.
Man, I ain't trying to hear none of that.
He say Dame top 10 point guard. He got no chips. I don't think Dame's the top. Is Dame top 10 point guard?
Let me think. What an iceberg is.
I don't know if Dame was top 10 point guard.
Probably currently, but all time, I don't know. I gotta actually go back. I gotta go down the list and actually.
Shit, we could do it like this. Is he better than Magic? No.
Nope. Steph, no.
Jason Kidd. No. Isaiah Thomas.
Heck no.
Steve Nash. Is he better than Nash?
No, I'm not taking over Nash. I'm not taking over Stockton. I'm not taking over Payton.
Curry. So that's 7.
I said Curry second.
Okay, so that's 6.
Well, if you didn't already say Curry, then that probably is 7. Then. Let's see. You take him over Westbrook? Man, this Westbrook hate got to stop. Westbrook is a top 10 point guard all the time. I don't care what you say. Dude got a scoring champs, got an MVP.
But what has Westbrook done as the number 1 option though?
An MVP, scoring champ, like this.
Has he ever been off the first round as a number 1 option?
Nope.
I don't know. They in the same tier. Westbrook and Dame in the same tier.
Dame don't have no real accolades other than All-Stars in all NBAs. He has 0.
I wish somebody would say Bob Cousy better than that. Oh, that's unfair because them niggas so old. You just gotta look at the resume.
That dude was ain't on my own. Nah, I wasn't even thinking about
See, y'all can't respect certain resumes, and I respect everybody else's, bro.
The only old player I can take from that era as a point guard is Oscar.
See, Oscar Robertson, another one. So that's like 8. He probably is. I don't know. He fuck around, be borderline top 10, so that's cool.
That's why I say he on the tip of the iceberg.
But we not, bro. This dude Bob Cousy got 13 All-Stars, an MVP, 12 All-NBAs, 8 assist champs.
Go back and watch how they was dribbling the ball. I understand if you evolutionize that game, it would be different. But I'm saying based on what we seen of them, come on, man.
I mean, shit, man. I
How
ain't
did he
tripping
perform in
either
that Western
way.
Conference Finals? Since you want to brag on him getting there.
If Bob Cousy shot 38%, that is true. I mean, I ain't defending Bob Cousy.
Don't just stop there.
I don't give a damn.
Some people got Bill Russell as a top 10 player all time. And
Man.
look at what he shot. Now go look at them numbers that Bill Russell was shooting in the paint.
I know that shit is cap.
He was shooting at 30% too. And people really say he's better than.
He's a big man, Ray. He's a big man.
Will Chamberlain was shooting in the 50s.
That's what I'm saying.
50%.
No, I'm saying Bill. That's bad. Bill Russell was a big man shooting that. That's bad.
That's what I'm making. I said, don't stop it, Bob Cousy. Go to his teammate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
Don't nobody say Bob Cousy a top 10 player all time. They say what's it called Bill is because he got 11 championships. They never talk about what he shot in the championships though. Well, shooting at high 30s, low 40s. I'm like, what?
I mean, I ain't gonna stop, man. Bill Russell is probably the most overrated. Him and Jerry West probably the most overrated players ever, bro. No offense. No offense to neither one of them, but them the most overrated players I've ever heard of, man. No offense. No offense. Who had 40 in games? Man. That's cool. Oh, he's talking about Dame?
I think he is.
Dame also ain't did a lot since 2016.
The fact that he got to the Western Conference Finals, but the most memorable thing he ever did was in the first round, that lets you know that Western Conference Finals was trash.
Did they get swept? I think they got swept too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they got swept with no KD. That was that year.
No, what round did they play Denver in that 1 year?
That when they was going back and forth.
When CJ McCollum went in hiding.
I can't remember the year, but I just know when they was playing
Golden.
I just know when they was playing. I just know when they was playing Golden State. That's when that
might have been the year, the first year that Murray missed. It might have been that year when it was MPJ and Jokic.
Is that playoff series where Dame was like cooking? Like he was pretty much. I can't remember.
I think that was 18-19 where they won in 7 against Denver. It was second round when they beat Denver.
Okay.
Well, CJ McCollum, he had a 41-point game or 37-point game.
Nah, that ain't it, man.
So it couldn't have been Denver. It probably was the Warriors series. But that nigga Curry led every game in that sweep. He had 36, 37, 36, 37.
Curry used to make people don't realize it because what Kyrie did to Curry in the finals. But Curry made it a thing. If you was a top point guard, he was gonna let you know that you wasn't better than him, though.
Oh, what's the name? Shit, I don't think Dame better than Chris Paul either. No offense. I don't think Westbrook better than Chris Paul. No offense. It's just me personally. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind if somebody said they wanted Westbrook or Dame over Chris Paul, but I wouldn't.
Man, if D-Rose just had a dang.
Man, D-Rose wasn't all that in the playoffs either, though. We remember him well, but
we didn't get a chance. So. We didn't get a chance to really see him blossom.
I know he was young, but I'm saying he was a number 1 seed in the playoffs, and he kind of stunk it up. I don't, I ain't gonna shit on him, but boy, oh my goodness. That boy, in 2010, 2011, Derrick Rose averaged 27, 7 and 4, right? But that boy shot 40% and 25% from 3.
Wait, you said what?
That boy, the year in 2011, 2012, Derrick Rose averaged 27 points, but he shot 40% from the field and 25% from three in 16 games. So he stunk it up. Over his career, he averaged 22 in the playoffs, but he shot 43% from the field, 32% from three. So,
now we care about efficiency. We only point it out for certain players, I see.
Bro, he had 3 years in a row in Chicago from 2011.
What did Dame shoot in the playoffs for his career?
He wasn't that great either. I just said that. I said he ain't did shit since 2016.
I noticed the first thing you said when I brought up D Rose was his straight efficiency.
I said he stunk it up too because nobody ever talks about him, bro. Everybody act like D Rose is just perfect. That nigga was a player. He done dropped in the playoffs, and I'm not finna just act like he didn't just because I like him. That's why that be the shit I be talking about. Stop the Westbrook slander. If it's on accolades and career, it's Westbrook. Okay.
What's it? Okay, like you ain't got no response.
I mean, if we doing the Westbrook, this my thing, bro. If any of you niggas
he catch the most flag.
Raynard, stop, bro. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, man. If you was a GM and you had to pick point guards and you got Chris Paul, you got Dame, you got goddamn Steve Nash, niggas like that, you are not picking Westbrook over them.
Other than Steve Nash, how many of them?
You're not picking. No, fuck all that. Fuck what they did. Fuck what they do. You know these players as players. You're not picking none of the. You're not picking Westbrook over none of them, bro. None of the point guards he in a tier with, you're not picking him over.
He was a choker in the playoffs, but you seem to not be accounting for that. And before he was even known as a choker, he was barely getting out the first round. But that's neither here nor there.
Westbrook never got out the first round as the number one guy. Never, ever.
And name me the time Chris Paul did.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my goodness.
Once again, you're only holding that standard to one player. Another player was also struggling to get out the first round as the number one guy.
Say, man.
So when he got the Clippers, he was not the number one guy. That's you're not about to act like he was.
Hey man, you take Westbrook over Chris Paul if you want. That's on you. I'm talking about. I'm actually trying. And
what Beezy say?
Chris Paul got out the first round his very first year, and he was getting out the first round with the Clippers multiple times.
He wasn't the number one dude on the Clippers though.
How the hell he was the best player on that team, man?
The best player and the number one option, not the same thing.
Man, oh my god, y'all is nasty. How many, bro? Y'all be.
Who was the number one option on that Phoenix Suns team? Who was number one option on that Phoenix Suns team? How
many times Westbrook get out the first round? He's the best player on the team.
Well, I think what we missed.
Let's do it like that then, because y'all know damn well sometimes he's an actual point guard.
Are we talking people with some of the players that you trying to number one option? Like, what are we talking about?
Some of the players that you are comparing to him, though, when you like, I get what you're trying to say, but some of the players you comparing him to, though, is like them years where you talking about where Russ didn't get out. He was not only was he the best player, but he was also the number one option. We're not looking at Steve Nash and saying that he's the best player and the number one option because he wasn't. He was probably the best player, but he wasn't the number one option. Same thing with Jason Kidd. Same thing with Chris Paul. When he was in LA and Houston and Phoenix, he may have been one of the best players, but he wasn't the number one option. Nobody was asking him to go get you 25 points a game. So
okay, so
that's the biggest difference when you try to compare.
This is the biggest difference right here. I feel you on this. But he had Paul George when Paul George was a top 10 MVP vote, and when Paul George was still a top 15 player in the league. They didn't get out the first round against a rookie, Donovan Mitchell, man, and Rudy Gobert.
I'm not saying he didn't have no stinkers.
Okay, Chris, let me ask you this. Who is you taking? If you're a GM and you picking out an all-time point guards, Steve Nash on the board, Jason Kidd on the board, Damian Lillard on the board, Russell Westbrook on the board. Who are you picking?
You said out of Nash, Kidd, Dame, and Russ.
Yes.
If I'm
You
building
need
the
a point
team
guard.
and I'm building around that point guard,
You can do it however you want.
if I'm building around a point guard, then of course I'm probably gonna go with either Nash or Kidd. But if I'm just looking talent wise, I'm probably going with Russ because he can do everything.
You is fake, man.
He
You
can
trying to
do.
build a
I'm
championship
really
team.
not.
You
I'm
just
really
trying to build
not.
a championship team.
I'm really not.
You name off a group of people. Only two of them have been. Well, Chris Paul has been to.
I don't care about where they been and what they done. They ain't done.
How
A
you
lot
gonna
of them
build a
ain't done shit.
championship team around somebody who ain't never been to a championship?
Okay. You get exactly what the hell I'm saying. You arguing semantics, man.
No,
you ain't said you pick Westbrook.
hypotheticals.
So you picking Westbrook over Nash.
You arguing
Kidd.
stuff that ain't never happened. I'm arguing stuff that has happened. Steve Nash ain't never been to a finals. Ever.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Okay.
You can't build a championship team around somebody who ain't never at least went to one.
Westbrook
The
was
other
the
guys
reason why they
have
went
been
to
to
the
at least
finals,
one.
right?
So you can't argue about them.
You full of shit, bro. If you
No,
picking
you full of
Russell Westbrook
hypotheticals.
over Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, and Steve Nash, I don't know what to tell you. Just good luck.
Man, like
I'm sorry.
Like
I
my
mean,
good friend
you can
Scottie
say
Pippen
what you
said,
want to.
I don't do hypotheticals.
Man, you full of shit. We gotta fill these hours, man.
Oh man. I don't know. Like I said, if I'm just building around a point guard and I want him to facilitate, and I just got to put pieces around him. Like I said, give me Kidd. But if I'm just looking at the most talented out of all of them, look, I understand all this recency bias we got against Russ, but shit, the nigga been averaging the nigga average triple doubles, man. I know when you go one more, they say when you go over one more category, you see the turnovers, but you still can't over. There's just some shit you just can't overlook.
Man, bro. I just don't
I
think
get what you're saying.
I don't think he's a winner. That stat padding shit is cool. He play hard as a motherfucker, but that shit don't lead to winning, man.
I mean, if you ask me personally, this is just me. If Russ would have got traded instead of KD, and he got it, because you got to think about it, because I kind of look at Russ and Harden the same. I mean, I understand Harden got further, but I look at them at the same in the same as like they both got pacified when James was in Houston and when after KD left. Them dudes got pacified, got whatever they wanted, and it got to a point to where it just seemed like like don't get me wrong, like they was competing, but it just seemed like it was a span to where it's like them dudes were just stacking up them checks and stacking up accolades. That's all them dudes was really doing.
And that's my thing.
But I'm still not gonna overlook the talent of it. I feel like if he had been put in a different situation to where he wasn't babied and pacified the way he was, he probably could have got him one. But some of these players, dude, just when you get to a point to where they getting babied and pacified by these organizations, sometimes like the only thing that these organizations worry about, can you fill them seats up and get us to the playoffs? That's all they care about. When you get an organization that's actually getting you, like, say, man, I'm bringing you here for this. This is what I need from you, and I need you to get us to a championship game. But a lot of these niggas ain't sitting down with these motherfuckers, getting on their ass like they used to. They get somebody that can put some asses in them seats, and they do anything they can to please these niggas.
You ain't wrong. It's just
so that's just how I feel. You got some of the players like that. Like you move Russ around. I feel like that he's getting a chip somewhere. We kind of seen how Harden got his opportunity. He did leave, but he got pacified. So, oh no, you move Russ around an actual winning culture, around some older vets that shit. His vet was Kendrick Perkins, man. He was fucked from the jump. So that's why I was just like, come on, man. Yeah, he won a chip, but it's Kendrick Perkins.
I feel all that,
So
we not finna act like Russ. We not finna act like Russ wasn't one of the main reasons why OKC was an uncomfortable situation for everybody involved, bro. Westbrook took too many shots. We all said it then. Like, we loved Westbrook because he stayed. But we not finna act like Russell Westbrook wasn't the reason why everybody got the hell up out of there.
And again, you get an organization that makes some shit that would have made some shit clear. Like, Russ, we know what you are, but when it comes to crunch time, 3-5 got to get the ball. And like I said, that's a lot of conversations I feel like are not had with some of these. Like, when you got two star players like that, I don't think those are conversations that is had. I mean,
in what position do he play, Chris? In what position do he play?
I get that. He's a point guard, but he's also a scorer. So in that, if you have a point guard that's more of a facilitator, because remember, he was really doing all that facilitating at the KD left. So if you have a point guard like that scores the way he does and does everything, that's some shit that needs to be made clear.
Is Russell Westbrook really a goddamn facilitator? Can we really break down his assists, bro? Is he really facilitating offense, or is he driving to the basket, the defense collapsing, he passed that bitch out? I don't think he's a facilitator. I think he's a playmaker. Like, that's not true. He don't, like, I don't know, bro.
I mean, I'm just saying in this conversation when we talking about it, is like, it's in black and white. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we could put in the context if that's something that we could dive into. But I mean, just for the conversation at hand, the shit in black and white. It ain't going nowhere.
I'm gonna do it like this. When it comes to numbers, there's no point guard fucking with Russell Westbrook. I don't care who it is all time. The only person that's fucking with Westbrook numbers, just in terms of numbers, is Oscar Robertson. Anybody else, Russ numbers is shitting on them. But we know basketball and we watch basketball, and it's more than numbers. Everything outside of numbers, I don't fuck with Westbrook, man. And that's just, it is what it is. He play hard, but I think him playing hard covers up some of the stink that he does on the court, man. He ain't got the greatest. I feel like he one of the lowest IQ, great NBA players we've ever seen. IQ low as all hell, man.
I really just feel like Russ to me is really I mean, if you ask me like earlier, I feel like Russ would have been a lot more successful being a two and having an actual facilitating point guard next to him. Like I said, some of these dudes, just because they're the shortest nigga on the goddamn court, don't mean they need to be the point guard.
I agree wholeheartedly.
So I just really think that's what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was matching up with every point guard that was across from him. But you're just talking about, everything he did on the floor as far as scoring and stuff like that for the most part. But I don't know, man. Sometimes I just feel like niggas don't really be playing the right position either. I feel like that has a lot to do with it. I feel like Russ ain't. I mean, don't get me wrong. We saying this now, but like I said, you go to the black and white. This nigga had 10 assists, and niggas gonna be looking crazy. Like, what the fuck you mean? Of course he's a point guard, but if you just ask me, just as far as a winning situation, I feel like he'd be a lot better as a two next to a facilitating point guard to get him the ball in his spots and let him go to work.
And that's why I wouldn't take him over none of the great point guards, Chris. Everything you just said is why I wouldn't take him over none of the great point guards. Whether they pass first or scoring, they're all better at playing point guard than Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, if you talking about the definition of what a point guard is, you could say that, but he's still one of the better scoring point guards that we've seen.
Yeah. But
you can't knock that. He's still one of the better scoring point guards that we've seen.
Say, man, I give you that. He is, and he's he all-time great.
Don't he got he got a scoring share, don't
he? Yeah.
He's one of the better scoring in the era with Steph Curry. Russell Westbrook has a scoring title. So
two scoring titles and 3 assist champs.
Say, man,
numbers is crazy. Numbers is crazy. I give you that. I'm just saying. But today, Kobe, being Bron birthday, man. Mamba himself. I think he the greatest Laker. I think he a greater Laker than Magic. Like, cause Magic was the first and he the original, so people probably would love him more and probably give him that title. But if it wasn't for Kobe, I don't know if the Lakers
I think
brand would still be as big.
I think you got to go mano a mano. I think they were both equally as important.
You say that.
Because
But
I
I feel
feel
like,
like when you
man,
look at Magic, you know, as soon as he was drafted, Showtime Lakers, they was the best thing on the goddamn hardwood opposite the Boston Celtics, man. But then when you just look at, okay, the next generation of Laker basketball, Kobe was there for what, 20 years?
yeah.
And he kept it going because what was the one thing that the Lakers want is chips. They ain't keeping a nigga in that damn uniform just to keep him in that motherfucker. And he got him 5. They have 5 under his tenure. Hell, you got people splitting his goddamn career in half. They like shit. Which career you want? 8 or 24? You can't go wrong.
You see the profile picture, man.
You can't go wrong.
I think Magic Johnson too. He because it's hard to say he played on better teams, but I'm gonna also say he played on better teams. Like
Magic.
in terms of yes, the thing Kobe
Shit,
had
you
going
can
for him
easily
was
say
Shaq.
that.
Name all the Hall of Famers Magic played with, and the only Hall of Famers that Kobe played with was Shaq
And Paul Gasol, right?
And Pau Gasol got a super boost. He got a super boost. Not go cap. When I looked at super boost, man. Like no, I really love Pau Gasol. When Pau Gasol did go to the
players
Lakers,
need that. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes players need that.
I just think, man, that them 3 championships Kobe went to in the second half of his career was as impressive as anybody in the NBA has ever done. Just because the level of competition he had to go through and the level of competition he beat. That people forget.
Nobody ever gonna break that 50 game teams he had to go against in that one playoff run. I don't think nobody ever gonna beat that record. You got every team he went against was a 50 team win, a 50 team.
Yep. And the thing is, I don't know how it is, but let's see, who all did Kobe beat in his career? Like, I don't think how many times did he play Dirk in the playoffs? I think they couldn't get past the Kings. They could never get past the Kings.
They might have matched up twice, but the only one I can think of is when Dirk and them swept them.
I think Dirk could never get past the Kings to get to Kobe, no. So I remember that as a kid, Dirk and them always losing to the goddamn Kings or the Spurs. But when it comes to whooping top 10 players at their position or just top 10 players, period, say, man, Kobe done sparred with the best of them and beat the best, man.
Yeah, they only played the playoffs one time in their whole career.
Yes, yeah. So never mind, because I remember the Mavericks couldn't hardly ever get past the Kings, but that Kings team, if they would have beat the Lakers any of them years, they would won in championships. Any of them West teams Kobe had to get through, them was the second best teams. He was having to really go through the second and third best teams in the NBA. Because the second best teams was in the West, and then of course the third best team was in the East. So he was going through the best competition, the best players.
That 1 year, Boston was probably the second best team in the league. If not, maybe the first best team.
No, I'm talking about the early Kobe. Late. That Celtics team was the best team in the league, in my opinion. They just didn't win. Nigga, that Celtics team, people forget. I feel like that Celtics team, that's why I give Kobe so much credit when he beat them. That was one of the better teams that you could have beat, especially at the time. We suspected them to win back-to-back. We was like, oh, yeah, they finna win 2 or 3 championships. Them winning 1 championship was disappointing. People don't talk about that enough. This just seems supposed to win way more than 1 championship, man. They had 3 NBA 75 players, and then they had one of the better benches we've ever seen. That wasn't even go look at that Celtics bench. That was one of the best benches we've ever seen. They had one of the best starting fives and the best benches ever. They had one of the best 1 through 12 rotations we've ever seen in basketball, bro. So for him to beat that team after losing to that team, that was impressive. That Nuggets team was a really good team. And, you know, the West was still good. Like, that second half of Kobe's career was just the icing on the cake. So, he, like y'all say, he had 2 careers, and both the motherfuckers was great.
I'm telling you, bro.
So,
The
all the love he getting.
Got hurt in his second career. Came back and showed you niggas watch this.
How do y'all think him breaking up with Shaq affected his legacy?
It made it better.
You
had people for the longest time before he got them 2 back-to-back wondering was he ever going to get one without him.
Yeah,
we got to remember them first 3 chips, Shaq got them finals MVPs.
But don't you think if they would have stayed together and Shaq would have possibly started declining like he did with Wade, and Kobe would have surpassed him and got those finals MVPs?
If everything went like I was supposed to be, Shaq would have handed Kobe the keys.
Yeah. And he would have got those.
Yeah, he would have got them.
If Kobe and Shaq never beef, Shaq stayed healthy, get in the gym like Kobe wanted him to. Kobe not going out there forcing shots and not wanting to pass him the ball. But a lot of that stuff also stems from Phil. Phil being immature, writing books, talking about both of them, putting words in other person's mouth. The media not making it no better, amplifying it. So there was a lot of stuff that went into it. But if they continue to ignore the outside noise, man, them dudes would have been the greatest duo we ever seen. Like, it wouldn't have been close.
Like, that team stays together, bro. Kobe probably could get 6.
Whew. Facts.
I mean,
and if he gets 6,
you just got to think about, you know what I mean? Because like Ray said, if Shaq was going to still be on that little steady decline, we ain't finna act like Kobe not going to, you know, take over the same way D Wade took over when he had Shaq. But Shaq definitely wasn't the same Shaq that he was in LA. He was still productive, and you know he was still, you know, a force to be reckoned with. But he definitely wasn't the same.
Do y'all think the lack of MVPs tarnishes Kobe's legacy?
Yes and no.
Because I think he deserves.
I mean, it's in black and white now. Don't get me wrong, but that second one that was very controversial.
Are you talking about the one that Steve Nash won?
Yes.
And then we just seen Jokic. We seen Jokic get one as the 8th seed, and we knew what his team situation was, so they gave it to him. I feel like y'all could have did the same for Kobe, and I feel like that was the one that got away. That season right there.
They have Smush Parker at his point guard. He had Kwame Brown and Chris Mihm on his team.
You're right. He had Austin Rivers and Facundo Campazzo. You're right.
Who you taking? Smush Parker or Austin Rivers?
I never thought I'd hear that question.
That boy Kobe was documented. Kobe said, man, he wasn't even supposed to be in the league, but we was just being cheap and we didn't want to pay for a point guard.
That's crazy.
That boy said he'd rather play on Mars than play another season within roster.
Oh
man,
it
was like some college students that was trying to do a report for their school, and Kobe was just talking. He didn't think like, oh, this ain't gonna get out. That might end up leaking. I'm like, bro, Kobe talking crazy.
How y'all feel like, huh? What you say, Chris?
He said these niggas softer than Charmin, man.
Man, I feel like it's a lot of fakeness going on too now, bro. Died. I feel like where do y'all feel like he would be ranked if he didn't die? Do y'all think he'd be ranked lower or still the same amongst the general public?
I don't think a lot of people talk as crazy.
You said what?
I don't think a lot of people would talk as crazy as they be talking about him. Then again, people know Kobe.
No, they'd be talking crazy if that man
Kobe
was
don't.
still breathing.
Kobe,
Because
you ain't never seen Kobe address any of this stuff. Like Kobe was just so much in his own world. That's why people. I think that's why some people was like so freely to say what they said though. Because Kobe was never.
they would still be talking crazy. They'd be talking worse about that man if he was
I
breathing.
would love to
now because now you got a lot of these people pulling their punches. You got a lot of people pulling their punches when they talk about
with Chris
Kobe
on
now.
that one. I'm with Chris on that one. It was not this many Kobe fans or this many Kobe admirers, man.
And then even still, when they talk about him, they pull their punches because they try not to be disrespectful because he passed away. Like I've never seen that.
That's true.
Hey, all I can say was though, if you was watching basketball between the years 2006 through 2012. That was genuine love right there. People were saying like, "Hey man, if he get these rings, we talking differently about Kobe." Now once he retired, like the way he went out, that's why people started talking the way they did. He started battling injuries. I'm like, how you gonna hate on the man? He trying to get back healthy. The fact that he's not healthy and he's still the best player on his team, that shows you what type of team he's around. He can't do nothing with it. I'm like, dude, Kobe is 36 years old. It's no reason why he should be the best player coming back from a torn Achilles, a messed up shoulder, a fractured knee. I'm like, bro, he done had this back-to-back years. Why is he still the best player on this team and he's getting older?
That shit was so hard to watch.
They talking about believe in the draft. Kobe not going to be around long enough to believe in that draft. Trade them dudes and get him some real help.
You end up getting your king
But Kobe
with them draft assets.
I'm saying Kobe lived to see that. Like to see them get LeBron. But he didn't play to see those, to reap those benefits.
Man, Kobe, anytime you stay with a team that long, you're going to stay during the rise and the fall. Same with Dirk. He stayed all the way till Luka came. Them niggas wasn't winning. That shit just had that shit go if you with one team forever.
No, I'm saying they should have got him some real help. I understand.
Man, ain't nobody finna. Bro, who want to play with 35, 34-year-old Kobe, man?
I'm talking
no
about
offense.
That.
When, right?
Before the Achilles, when they got him.
What year? What year?
The year he ended his Achilles. When he was out there having to play like a dog because his team wasn't no help. They should have made some. I don't know why we kept Nash that whole season. They should have made some changes at the deadline. That boy should have been up out of there.
We tried to do the super team shit, and that shit fell apart just like that Eagles super team shit. Like it just didn't work, bro. And that was the last hurrah. Getting Dwight Howard and Steve Nash was the last hurrah. After that, there's nothing you could do but let Kobe.
The last hurrah was supposed to
fade into the sunlight.
I don't even think that was even their agenda. I don't think that was even in their agenda to go get what's it called, Dwight Howard.
Yeah, I think he just kind of fell into their lap, bro. But Kobe really wasn't even rocking with him either.
Man,
we heard the stories. That the first thing that Dwight did was call Kobe, trying to say, "Hey, what's out here to do in LA?" And Kobe got off the phone. First thing that he said was, "This shit is not gonna work," because he worried about the wrong goddamn thing. And I don't even want to talk about Dwight Howard's sweet ass right now. He is banned.
It is what it is, man.
He is banned.
I just don't think, man, after that super team tryout when they got Nash and they got Howard, after that, and that shit didn't work, that was the writing on the wall. Really, the writing was on the wall when motherfuckers got swept by Dallas. But, you know.
They should have made some real changes then.
But it's no real change. This is what I'm saying. You bring in somebody like Dwight Howard, you bring in somebody like Steve Nash at that time.
Steve Nash was not.
Steve Nash was cooked. You bringing in Dwight Howard. It's still it's no moves, right, that you could have made to still make them contenders, man. Kobe was just declining, bro. It ended how it ended, man. We wanted to keep him the whole time, and we kept him.
Kobe wasn't cooking that season.
I feel like if you would have got him some better point guard play, that would have made a difference. I didn't really like the Steve Nash move either. I didn't think it was ever going to work.
I think Kobe
Oh,
overworked.
that's cap. Y'all
Kobe-
cap.
Kobe
Y'all
had
didn't think
overworked
Steve
him
Nash
this
and
season.
Dwight Howard wouldn't go work with Pau Gasol and Kobe? That's cap.
I did not think that Steve Nash. I thought Steve Nash was. I didn't even know why they picked him up. I thought he was done, bro. I thought he was done.
It wasn't nothing. We didn't expect nothing spectacular. He got hurt. It wasn't his game and his gameplay. He got hurt, but like wasn't expecting that much from him in the first place. But to run the offense and shoot the basketball,
we was finally
that
going
shit
to
would
see
work.
Kobe play off ball, and we didn't get to see that. Kobe literally had to go right back to what he'd been doing his whole career. He had to overwork himself with a so-called prime Dwight Howard. Like, come on, man.
That's the problem. But I'm saying, like, I don't know what could have changed with Pau Gasol and Kobe that you would bring somebody in and we could still be competing.
We was better off running with the same squad we had the year before.
No, that's not true either. I feel like, honestly, we was just gonna let Kobe fade into the twilight, and it's just gonna be what it was. And with every great player that stay over 20 years somewhere, that shit falls off the cliff fast, man.
It didn't fall off fast. I mean, he literally played 16 years before he fell off. That ain't falling off fast.
I'm saying once you start getting into your later years, the last 4-5 Kobe years was whew.
Really, just the last 3.
But that's how it be when a nigga play for one team so long and you the superstar. That's why I compared it to Dirk. When Dirk was, come on, man. Dirk was still the best player on that team and he was old as hell. It's just that's Dirk. That's Kobe. And it's just only, and then they still getting paid like Dirk and Kobe. It's only so much you can do. That's all I'm saying. But we'll talk more about Kobe tomorrow. Y'all ready to move on to Team USA and FIBA? I got about 15, 20 minutes left in me.
All right.
Happy birthday, Mamba, man.
Happy born day to the GOAT, man. That's the proper way to address it.
Team USA FIBA. Everybody was talking shit about this team. I think Ray was too. Saying these dudes wasn't a good collection of talent. When I told him, when you talking shit about this team? Team
USA?
Yes.
No.
Oh,
what?
No, that was Chris who said Canada. that was Chris. Okay.
That was you too.
Boy, I didn't have.
You like watch out for Canada. They're gonna be USA. They're gonna be USA biggest threat. Like, bro,
I said that, but he said Canada was number 1 team. I didn't say that. I still said USA was number 1 team. To Germany. Didn't USA almost lose to Germany? Like,
we won by 9.
Germany is a good team. Germany is a good team, bro.
Losing and almost losing, I thought those 2 different things.
They are, but you just said it like them niggas was trash or something. I'm not finna go there for.
Second best player was I don't know how to say his last name. Thies or whatever. What the hell you say his name?
But I'm trying to open this damn.
And in my defense, the only reason why I even went Canada first was just because I had a question about USA and their size. I don't know.
My bad. I was looking at the goddamn. I was trying to pull up this goddamn graphic, but that shit took me to a whole different screen. There we go. But yeah. But y'all continue to talk what y'all talking about.
But no, man. That boy Ant, man.
You seen that dunk?
Yeah, 2-handed dunk.
Oh my goodness, without dribbling.
Yeah.
That was one of the nastier international dunks I done seen in a minute. It wasn't quite Vince Carter, but you know. So you see these updated rankings. I told y'all to watch out for Germany. Canada.
So watch out for Dominican Republic. And look where they at.
They're a top 10 team. They good. They beat Canada.
Okay.
They good.
Everybody beating Canada.
Yeah, so
Only
I'll
one
definitely
team beat
take
Canada.
I'll definitely take the L for my
No,
Canada
two.
thing. I definitely thought they was gonna be a lot better than what they were, than what they showing us. And I'm like, damn, I could have sworn some of these niggas played in the league.
They still good. They beat Spain recently, and then Jamal Murray did opt out. So we thought they was gonna have Jamal Murray too. So
but I thought
they still
SGA
good.
supposed to be the best player.
Oh,
Why
here
he
you
can't get
go.
it done?
Here
I
you
knew it was
go.
coming. I knew it was coming.
Because you got Kelly Olynyk and Dwight Powell as your starting front court. That's what I've been seeing.
That's what
They
it
getting
is.
their ass. Boy, they been getting killed in the paint. Yes, you know, FIBA,
Those
them
are some
niggas,
good
they got real
excuses.
bigs. Here you go. I thought they were gonna have Jamal Murray. I mean, shit. I ain't say Canada was better than USA. I never said that. And I told y'all to watch out for Germany. So Germany, Dominican Republic. I still got high hopes from Dominican Republic, bro. And I told y'all about Franz Wagner. Y'all be disrespecting Franz Wagner. I told y'all about Franz Wagner.
You told us about Franz Wagner.
See, yeah, look at you. You don't know none of the damn young players, so I gotta tell you about all the ass. But looking at this list, anything surprise y'all? Top 10 of the teams, anybody y'all been seeing? Boy, Lloyd Marketing was going the fuck off for Finland. He gave goddamn Valanciunas 34. He put 34 on that boy noggin. I seen them clips.
Who with Italy?
They don't got no NBA players. They got like role players like Fettuccine or whatever the hell. I do not be trying to.
You racist.
I don't be trying. I can't. Fontecchio. There you go.
Niggas say Italy got a nigga named Fettuccine.
I see you said Chini. I said Chino.
Nah,
That's
nigga.
you. But Fantecchio, my bad, Fantecchio fans. If you're a Fantecchio fan, ew. But
Fettuccine fan.
I think Australia got good guards. They ain't got no damn bigs. Spain, them Hernan Gomez brothers was good. Them Hernan Gomez brothers is all right, especially FIBA wide. Especially the one from the Pelicans. Not the one that was in the movie, not Bo Cruz. But Evan Fournier been doing his thing. Nikola Jovic and Bogdanovic for Serbia. Luka Ductus.
Oh, Chris gave me a W for my Westbrook point. I didn't even see that. Appreciate you, little bro.
Man, that nigga just a Westbrook fan.
I gotta educate these young boys sometimes.
I don't know nobody else who's a Westbrook fan. We don't talk about that shit enough. I ain't never heard all this shit Westbrook do. I ain't never heard nobody say, "Oh, Westbrook my favorite player."
I actually have.
Ah, that's cap.
I have.
Give me that nigga name.
I got one chick on social media right now. That's all she's talking about. No Westbrook slander allowed.
No offense, you said chick.
Oh no, she know her ball though.
Oh,
but you know how fans are. You know how fans are.
But I mean, y'all think, man, would y'all be disappointed if USA lost? Would it be a black mark? Like, how would it go?
It depends on how they lose, but to me personally, like, don't get me wrong, I love FIBA, but I'm really just, and again, I haven't paid attention to it too much as of late, just because football season coming up. I got 3 fucking fantasy leagues, so I gotta, of course, dedicate my time a lot more to that than anything. But I'm really kind of like using this as a benchmark for the Olympics. That's supposed to be coming up, I think, in 24, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what I'm using this as to see how they doing against these dudes, where they finish. And,
See, but a lot of these niggas ain't gonna make it though. This team gonna look way different when you get them
well, yeah,
Jason Tatum
I know
Stephs.
it's gonna look different, but I'm just talking about when you just look at some of the obvious players. I definitely feel like Ant will still be there. I feel like Austin Reeves will still be a key player you can bring off the bench.
Chris.
But do you really think that Steph is gonna play in the Olympics? I don't
Yes, he
see
said
that.
he wanted to. He ain't play one.
Oh, he said he wanted to?
Yeah, he ain't never played in one. You know, that's the last thing he got to get.
Yeah, I mean, but the only two people that I could just see, it just depends on who all is going to end up playing for the Olympics, though. But I really do feel like that this is going to be a showing. Like some of these dudes is definitely going to be on the Olympic team. Like, of course, I'm not expecting, Bobby Portis, not even Tyrese Halliburton, but I could definitely see Ant, a Jaren Jackson Jr. Like I said, I could see a goddamn Austin Reeves coming off the bench. I could see some of these players that's going to be on the Olympic team because I don't know. Like to me, a lot of the players that we talking about that was going to be on the Olympics outside of Jason Tatum is older superstars, older vets. Like what?
You still got Jaylen Brown. You still got JT. You got Trey. You got
They ain't want Trey on the
Trey who?
Name.
Boy, y'all sleep. If y'all think
Trey who?
Trey, bro. Trey Young. Man.
Trey Young is too small.
Did you hear what do you hear what the coaches said about him in the practice? How they was slandering him?
They disrespectful then.
Trey Young is too small for FIBA, bro. I'm sorry.
Boy, you see Halliburton? Halliburton is frail as hell, man.
He frail, but he
got some height.
He got some height. Trey Young is frail and short, bro. That's not gonna work. When have you seen USA throw out somebody that small? I don't give a damn about the talent at all.
Man, they threw Iverson ass out there. Chris Paul ass was out there. I don't be want to hear that, man.
Chris Paul got more body on him. Chris Paul got more body on him, and I'm not gonna sit here and let you compare Trey Young to no goddamn Allen Iverson.
Man, I'm just saying, bro.
Chris Paul is still like what 6'2", 6'3".
So y'all think, bro? Austin Reeves and Tyrese Halliburton on this team. No offense to them. Trey Young is way better than both of them.
I'm not saying he's not better, but we talk like, bro. This is just FIBA ball we talking about.
You don't think Trey Young been playing FIBA ball his whole life? He played U19, U18, U16. Trey Young been playing FIBA ball and he been killing. FIBA don't start.
He ain't paid with that whatever the hell you talking about. He ain't played grown man.
That's just because they just don't like him, Chris.
But
don't act like he can't play.
Again, you're talking about FIBA.
Are the playoffs physical? Yes or no?
They're physical, bro. But I'm just saying when you talk
Trey Young has made it to a conference finals.
When you talk about overseas basketball, you have to, as a point guard, he is too small.
So he can play in the NBA and at a high level, all NBA level, get to the conference finals in a playoff setting in the NBA, but he's too small for FIBA.
Yes,
that shit cap, man.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of
like him.
There's a lot of point guards I understand that are not. That he's probably better than, but I would take a lot more point guards over him just because of size. I'm sorry. He's too small.
Man.
All right. You can name all that, and again, they
De'Aaron Fox though.
And again, they don't referee these games the same way they do in the NBA. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's physical, but shit. Man, let me be on the team opposing. Don't come to this hole.
So, man, all I'm saying is, man,
I ain't saying the talent ain't there. I don't want you to think that I'm just saying that the nigga trash or nothing like that. It's just his size is a big question mark for playing overseas basketball.
I feel you, but man, half this goddamn roster ain't making it to the Olympics though, Chris. Cam Johnson.
I get that.
Bobby
I'm
Portis.
just saying certain dudes.
No, I feel that, but my thing is a lot of the dudes from overseas ain't play. Like Giannis ain't play. Jokic ain't play. Sabonis ain't play. Those are the things that I was watching for because they play with they same teams for like 5-6 years. We the only ones that really rotate our guys in and out. That's why I thought Germany,
It be cooking.
That's why I thought Germany was gonna be a team to watch because they played good in the last little FIBA event. They beat Giannis now, so I think Germany. What team would y'all not be surprised if they beat us? You can give as many as you got.
Because I'm trying to think. That's my problem. I be forgetting who the hell we done already played.
We played Germany. We
The only
played
team we gonna
Spain.
struggle with is really Germany. We play who we play Saturday? Is that New Zealand?
Spain.
I'm saying
Oh, we did. We played. Yeah, we played one of them.
Zealand.
That type of team. We don't talk about them.
We about to cook them by 40.
Yeah, that don't count. I'm talking about the top tier teams. Like we lose to France, y'all on our ass.
If we don't get first place, you already know what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna stunt, man.
That shit. But come on, Didi. That's just the standard for USA. We think we're supposed to be first in anything, especially basketball. Like, come on, man. If you don't get first place in that, you definitely gonna hear it from us.
Nah, you right. But I'm saying, man, we got Bobby Portis and Cam Johnson, and I feel we got Ant and all Ingram and all. But say, man, this team ain't. This is not the A team. It's more like the B minus team.
Oh no!
But
I
still think they're good enough to win, though.
Nah, we definitely. I still think we should be favorites. But if Canada go on a run, if Germany go on a run, France go on a run, and they beat us in a close game,
Germany did go on a run. They was up by 16.
No, but I'm saying
if
they end up beating us, I'm not just gonna be like, man, USA suck. It just
Okay, come on.
Dominican Republic, bro. Y'all sleep on Dominican Republic, bro. I'm still gonna say that. Boy, did y'all not see what boy? Y'all so disrespectful towards Cat. That boy Cat was looking like it, boy. I don't know. Y'all better go look at my video. That boy Cat was looking like it.
That boy
I'm just happy they beat Canada.
Get overwhelmed by the defense. USA gonna throw it in.
I ain't saying they gonna beat us. I'm saying they gonna beat everybody else. I wouldn't be surprised if Dominican Republic beat France or Germany or Spain. I would not be surprised. Would you? You so disrespectful.
I'm not sold on Cat like you is.
I'm not sold on Cat, but where do you think Cat ranks in amongst the top players in this goddamn tournament?
That's players. I'm talking about their team.
There's NBA players on Dominican Republic.
You acting like they rank in the top 4. They're at the bottom of the power rankings.
I think that's cap. I think they better than Serbia. I think they better than Slovenia. They better than Italy.
That's what you think. What's actually happening is they not.
All right. If Dominican Republic get a medal, you heard it here first.
Well, at this point, you saying everybody will get a medal, so you can just say, I told you.
I think USA, Germany, and Dominican Republic. But I really think, you know what I'm saying, Dominican Republic a sleeper. If I had to put some money on it, France, Spain, or Canada for sure to get. But I think USA is clearly the first best team. Germany clearly the second best team. I think that's clear. I think Canada's still the third best team, but I don't trust their ass. And Spain is just Spain. Spain gonna be good no matter who they put on the court. They got 2 Hernan Gomez brothers leading the goddamn way. and they good. So, anything else y'all interested in seeing in FIBA before we wrap it up for tonight?
I'm just seeing the arrival of my boy Anthony Edwards coming to his true form.
Yeah.
And if I had to pick anybody off of this team that's going to be in the Olympics, he definitely needs to be the one.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind him being on the Olympic team, like actual Olympic team. But is he starting over Booker though? If Booker say I want to play in the Olympics, you putting?
They got a whole year to decide.
I'm sorry. We can talk about all the success, individual success they done had in the NBA and shit like that, and where they done been, and that's cool. But you already know where I stand. I already. So I feel like Anthony Edwards. That's my new favorite young dude in the league right now, outside of Luka.
If you think he go start over Devin Booker next year in the Olympics, you crazy though.
Man, look, I like certain play. Like Ant got that dog in him. You can go talk about Devin Booker shooting and all that shit all you want to, and because I kind of know. I know that's what people gonna lean to, but when I'm talking about if I need some energy, I need somebody that's gonna run through a goddamn brick wall and still can do his thing and ain't gonna be fazed by what the fuck going on. Give me Ant. That's
Devin Booker got that dog in him too, though.
Devin Booker be playing too light skin sometimes. That is a true thing. The light skin syndrome is real, and we done. Look,
this is my prediction. Y'all want to hear my prediction for the Olympic team? If we just go keep it 100% real, it's gonna be Steph. Well, this would be the best possible team: Steph, Book, Tatum. I don't know who would be the 4 and 5. Jaren Jackson and Bam. I don't know who would start it as them, but and then I don't know if KD would want to play, but. I don't know. Unless you slide Jason Tatum to the power forward. So we could do it like this because we could fit Ant in the starting lineup. We could do it like this: Steph, Booker, Ant, Tatum, Triple J or Bam. I wouldn't be mad at that.
I ain't, but man, give me Ant, man.
But
I done seen that dog in that boy.
Say, man, I love him too, man. But this dude said Bron, AD. Is AD gonna make it to the Olympics?
Bron is not playing.
AD is not playing in the Olympics. I ain't never heard him talk about it.
Them dudes got to worry about just staying healthy for the regular season. They not gonna go play that physical ball.
The Olympics is next season. I don't think LeBron is worried about the Olympics no more.
LeBron,
LeBron not worried about that shit.
He done played in 4 of them, didn't he?
Yeah,
he played in 04, 08, 12.
04, 08.
He only played in those 3. He didn't play in the 2016.
Okay, I didn't really mean.
Yeah, he played 3.
I didn't really mean 4, but yeah, LeBron paid in enough. Remember they were trying to say Carmelo was the greatest Olympian ever. I love Melo, but
Melo, Olympic Melo was different. I
don't
say he the greatest Olympic. I don't say he one of for sure. That boy's out there a bucket. Before it was hoodie Melo, it was Olympic Melo.
Chris, you see how he turned anybody from the olden days into all this, man. That boy Melo, come on, man.
That's all it is. You be forgetting. You don't.
Nobody.
Just say you don't remember. Just say you don't.
Bro, that title in itself is some bullshit, man. I'm scoring on the title. The fact that you was acknowledging that as a title is. Come on, bro. You're playing on the all-star team. You can't say the greatest Olympian ever, man. I ain't trying to hear that.
Was the 04 not an all-star team?
And he was on that team and lost.
Do you realize they wasn't getting really no minutes? I'm talking about
they got some minutes. They got some minutes in that next World Cup, and they lost.
They was still just you put in this much hope.
Bro, just say that's a ridiculous title to say. It's just a ridiculous title to say Carmelo Anthony is the greatest Olympian of all time. It just was funny to say, man. The fact that you're trying to justify,
I don't know.
Ray,
DJ, it's sad
oh
to see
my
it go out like this, man.
Chris, do you not get my point? The fact that we're running around saying Carmelo, no, that shit don't hold water. Is what I'm saying.
I guarantee
water.
DJ seen one person said that and say everybody run around saying it.
That shit was a narrative on. Okay.
Well, where's the narrative? Because I ain't heard nobody else discuss it. So where was the narrative at? On Bleacher Report.
All right.
He said you made it. But nah, like I said, this is I do feel like it's gonna be interesting to see, just because I do like to. Like I said, the only player that I'm really just going on a limb saying he probably gonna make the Olympic team is Ant. We can debate this later. I don't care. I'm starting him over Devin Booker. Just his aggressive play, I feel like, is suited for FIBA. Don't get me wrong, Devin Booker scoring his shooting. I get it, but like
if you got Tatum and Steph on the team, you gonna need that shooting from Booker unless you go just argue the defense.
Not really, because you will. You got shooting from Tatum and Steph. Let me go ahead and throw Ant out there because I know he's going to attack the rim. I can get you could throw a slasher out there that's going to attack the rim, and he don't give a fuck who down there.
Man, I see what you're saying. I really do. No, well, it really could go either way. But he not going.
Like Devin
what
Booker,
option do you think?
To the hole too, but man, I need Ant to on somebody's motherfucking head. I'm saying somebody's gonna let these niggas know.
I mean, he could be a 6th man, but I'm saying he fit better. I feel like Devin Booker fit better with next to Tatum and Steph.
But I don't know. These last what 3 or 4 Olympics, we've always seen an explosive guy in that starting lineup. Like, even though Westbrook was coming off the bench, they already had Bron in the starting lineup. So it's like, okay, we already got our explosive guy. So Westbrook came off the bench.
Yeah, that's what
we have yet to see.
I think you got to have one explosive guy, and that guy easily can be Anthony Edwards, bro. Like, I know it's crazy to say, man, bring Devin Booker off the bench as a 6th man and keep the scoring going. You bring Devin Booker in for Steph or Jason Tatum, bro, it's still a problem.
I can see it.
I just feel like that nigga Ant is gonna be that aggressive player, that slasher, the one that's gonna play to the rim. He gonna play on both sides of the ball if you need him to. Like, that's why I feel like Ant would be a better fit in the starting lineup. You got Steph, you know, he gonna shoot the lights out. We got Jason Tatum, he can pretty much get his shot from anywhere because of his height and his size. And then you just give me Ant, man. Hell, you could stand on the corner, slash on the baseline, or shit. You can handle the ball top of the key and attack, kick it out, because you got shooters. I feel like Ant would fit perfectly in that role.
Hey, shit. I don't know everything. You winning me over.
Like I said, I just like that aggressiveness that he brings to the game. I just feel like that's what you're going.
He a better defender too. That'll be a great defender next to them too. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said, he gonna do what you want on both sides of the ball. He don't care.
Steph and but see, I think you could
and Tatum and pick whoever you want to be at the 4 and 5, man.
Whew.
Steph and Ant in your backcourt and Tatum at the 3. Gonna be some scary nights for some boys. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, but y'all ready to wrap this, man? This was fun. All right. But just so we know, if Halliburton, Bobby Portis, Cam Johnson, Jalen Brunson, them niggas don't make the damn roster, Bobby, hey, don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised when y'all see me in a Black Mamba jersey in the next couple weeks.
Them hoes too high. I should have been got me one of them motherfuckers. Them hoes high as shit.
I want it.
I remember them bitches was $80. Now them hoes $160. It's cold game. So when a nigga die, they trying to up a nigga. Man.
Of course.
Damn. But all right, y'all. This will be it for Hoop Historian / TwoKnowItAll's collab show. I'm your host, Diddy Knows Ball. White boy Chris Ray. Till next time, man.
Yes, sir.